Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here. Please forgive me about my throat. I'm going through some things right now. But I'm coming back to actually give y'all some matches that went down tonight. So without further ado, let's get started because we got a lot of matches tonight. And one of the things I have to talk about, the first thing I have to talk about the one thing I was so happy about. I was so happy that Apollo Crews retained his title belt against Andrade Cien, and that was just a good match from that last night. Him containing, yes. And tonight, because he ended up containing was thanks to Kevin Owens. So we're gonna have to see where the feud between Angel Garza and Kevin Owens go. But that Kevin Owens ended up picking up the win. And one of the things was we end up getting dissension between Andrade Cien, Garza, and Vega tonight. And I'm like, ooh, ooh. I said, well, what this going to end up and stuff like that. And I'm going, we're going to have to see where this is going to go. But I'm kind of, I'm kind of interested into this storyline. So then let's see what the next. Then we had a six, a eight, yeah, 8-man tag team, and this was a beautiful tag team. It was none other the Street Profits and Akram, excuse me, not Akram, excuse me, the Viking Raiders. Man, they showed off tonight and stuff. And after that, it's stuff like Kazawa get in the ring, and then the big man get in the ring, and they go, really? And they go, just did their hand like, who comes out did the big show. I was like, I like when they do show the big show. And it was like, I had so excited. I was so excited to see it. But with my family, I can be myself. And with my uncle, one of my cousins, and we were just watching it go to the big show. And I ended up saying something funny, and they just thought it was hilarious. And the thing that I ended up saying was, I said, when you need some tall help, SOS calling the big show. SOS calling the big show. He will have your back, and I just thought, yes, yes. That I mean, my family just balled down into the floor, and so they just thought it was pretty good. And then you have the Iconics come out there calling out none other Bailey and Bailey and Sasha. And they didn't come out there. They knew they was there, but they just didn't come out. It wasn't time for them to go out there. So they running their mouth and everything and stuff like that. And Daylight said, "Oh, it was we didn't win. That was making. Let's just say, I'm not dogging them in no way. They making excuses why they didn't win. Now I'm going to say this. I'm not. No, never mind. I'm not going to say that. But I'm going to say they won't. They are hungry for a title. Can you try to earn your title belt shot and then go after the champions? Because if you think about it, today was Bailey's birthday. All right. And it's something my birthday was yesterday. Bailey had her birthday today. Oh, okay. But it was like she said, you're ruining my birthday and stuff, and like just to go on and get to this. And one of the things was I actually what I liked it about this confrontation with the Iconics and stuff. It was pretty good. So then earlier in the night, they had a match against Natalia and Liv Morgan. They ended up picking up the win afterwards, and I'm just like, Okay. So prior, so we're gonna. I'm just moving around. So prior in thing, so then we have Bobby Lashley and MVP come out there to address the elephant in the room of him losing last night. Now, um, I understand he is frustrated because he only wanted his wife to stay in the back. I feel like what is going on right now, I feel with this storyline is it's like MVP is coming in between Lana, with the storyline of Bobby Lashley and thing, and MVP is coming in between him and Lana was his manager at one point and thing. But when she was doing it, she wasn't getting time belts, she wasn't getting that. But now since MVP came in, it was like he's getting tired belt opportunities. Before he had, to me, I felt like they should have had a segment, and I'm gonna literally say I really wish they had a segment where Bobby is in the middle, Lana and MVP on the side, and Bobby explaining, "Hey, hon, this is what I need. I need you to stay back and everything." And like one of the things and when Bobby he like dogged her. He like dogged Lana, saying what she like, and she like made some key points just with the storyline, like wise. Oh, I put my career on the line for you, dot 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 dot, and stuff like that. And I feel like because they said, "Oh, I put my career on the line for you," and then he makes the comment, "When it was the last time you stepped in the ring and laced up your boots?" And he embarrassed her and said he wanted a divorce. He wanted told her he wanted a divorce from her. I went, dang. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. So that was a pretty crazy. Now, before I get to let me get to this match. Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin. That was a pretty good match as well. Now, it was some shady stuff that went down, but I was like, it was pretty good. It was a good match. And like, I was wondering what was Shelton thinking, putting your feet on the rope and the referee saw you, you got caught. But Apollo didn't get caught. So you think you're gonna get a rematch for that? If I know WWE, they might give him a rematch, they might not. But Apollo is like he said, a fighting champion. And MVP's trying to come and say, "Oh, I'll represent you, dot dot dot," and stuff like that. And he goes, "Nah," bro, I got this and stuff. He wants to be a fighting champion, I understand. But I feel like if anybody should represent Apollo Crews, that's the situation where you bring none other Titus O'Neil back. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you an idea. So yeah. So Apollo ended up picking up a win, a questionable win. Let's just put it that way. But he won. Okay. Now, last but not least, we're going to talk about this rematch between Asuka and Nia Jax. This match was a good match. I really, um, I really say it was a good match and everything, but it was a pretty good match, and I just thought, oh, this is gonna be a good match. And a couple of times I actually thought, okay, Asuka might lose this title, but she didn't because what Nia did. What Nia did is she shoved one. She pushed and shoved, one and two, pushed and shoved the referee. The referee was finna call the match, but Asuka rolled up Nia, end up getting a 1, 2, 3, a fast 3 count, and none other. Now I feel like this is what we're finna get ready to see. We're finna get ready to see Asuka in a 4-way match or a 2 or a 3-way match. Asuka versus Nia versus maybe Charlotte Flair or somebody we wouldn't expect. Let's put somebody we wouldn't expect. So yeah. But yeah, that was a good match. Then let's get back to MVP and Bobby Lashley for a minute. It was Bobby Lashley and MVP versus R-Truth and R-Truth and Drew McIntyre. Okay. Y'all see the face. I was like, you gonna do that? But then at first it was both of their tag teams was on both of their titles was on the line. But then R-Truth go and talk to higher ups. If y'all don't know, R-Truth is kind of close with Vince McMahon. So it ended up like R-Truth title was taken off the table, but Drew McIntyre's belt was still on the table. This was a pretty good match, going blow for blow, and let's just say MVP got a Claymore kick, and he was going to go for the pin, but then he waited, and he let R-Truth go for that pin, and got that 1, 2, 3. I like, oh, okay, I liked it. So we're going to have to see where it is going to go. But I actually thought that was a pretty good video. It was a real good video. Let me just say that a real good match. I ended up loving the match. That was just that. But let me make sure I got everything. I talked about everything. And then you had this segment. Let me go back here. He had this segment with Charlotte and her dad. And he goes, "What title are you going out for? What title are you going for next?" She goes, "Dad," and stuff. And it was just like, I was just like, couldn't like. I was like, wow. But now let me talk about the biggest one. So we had the video conference. Oh well, video with Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins. And as Seth Rollins talking, like it was like dominant, like went and coming after Seth Rollins for what he did to his dad. Because if you remember, the last time we saw Dominic, he was, and when his dad got up and left, he goes, "An eye for an eye." And baby, he literally went out to Seth Rollins. Here come Murphy and Theory. They couldn't get him and stuff. And I was like, he goes, "Dominic, get out of there, get out of there." Dominic made his presence known at thing. And like what I'm gonna say is like I said, Dominic made his presence known. Number two, he literally annihilated Seth Rollins, getting revenge on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins went into the steel steps, and I'm like, ooh, I liked this. So, y'all, what do y'all think is next for Dominic? Do y'all think Dominic and Humberto Carrillo and Aleister Black, do y'all think next week they might team up together? Or, as it been announced, Rey Mysterio will make a return next week. But y'all, let me hear from y'all. What do y'all think about this year, tonight's Raw is War? And do y'all think they show some good highs and some lows? And what do you think about it and stuff? Okay, y'all, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe.